We demand for the urgent release of Nnamdi Kanu, his colleagues, and all prisoners of conscience as part of the process of the search for national cohesion and building a new Nigeria. There is a legitimate debate among Nigerians on the Biafra question. And there are indeed many Igbos who, like many other Nigerians, may not agree with Nnamdi Kanu's objective or means. But it needs to be stated, however, that no citizen of Nigeria deserves the kind of treatment that is meted to Nnamdi Kanu and his colleagues. Government has declined to obey the orders of properly constituted courts in Nigeria for his release. Nnamdi Kanu is not above the law, but nor should he be put beneath it. A situation where the state refuses to obey clear and legitimate court orders for his release, and even one of them outrightly ordered for his unconditional release. There is absolutely no reason in a country with a rule of law.
Hello guys, you've heard Governor Soludo calling out for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, but I think I have a question here, because lately or currently most governors are now calling out for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. What have happened? Because before, these same persons were complicit to the government to keep Nnamdi Kanu in detention, because they've exposed before that most of them are working against Nnamdi Kanu's release. But all of a sudden there is a U-turn. They are not calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. What have happened? That is the question. But I think it's a good thing in one way that our government are not calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, because if they have kept quiet, nobody have the right or nobody can move this force to the government to release Nnamdi Kanu. But they have started speaking out for Nnamdi Kanu. Then my question is, why is that happening? Why is it now that they are calling out on the release? Because 2021 did not say anything. 2022, 23, 24 ending. This is November. They have started calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Then the question is, why? What is hidden? What have happened that made these people start calling out Nnamdi Kanu? But I think I'd like guys to hear the rest. In the person like Cant is calling for the Nnamdi Kanu. Many of them are now calling for the Nnamdi Kanu release. But I like guys to just watch this video and then air your views about that in the comment section. I'll be taking it shortly.
Led to this agitation, and like we said before, that this trial is baseless. What the president can do is to invoke the powers that is assigned to the Attorney General under the Constitution and discontinue this jamboree.
And I want federal government to try this option of using the judgment of Court of Appeal for political solution in releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
One major priority area in the Southeast, which I think will cool off a great deal of nerves, is for us to bring out Kanu, that gentleman, pull him out, stop this incarceration.
Leaders of the Southeast feel that the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will help in dousing all the tensions and everything that is going on in the Southeast.
The law, the court have released him. The court have released him, and we in Ohanese and Igbo feel that there is no justifiable reason whatsoever to still keep him in prison when he has been released.
The release of Nnamdi Kanu, you know that the Southeast has made a collective demand to have Nnamdi Kanu released.
Some of the tier of the courts have granted him bail. Even in the issue of the charges, some tier of the court had quashed all the charges. So you can see that the government has a lot of places it can stand to release the young man and bring peace to the Southeast.
So many lives have been lost as a result of this. As a result of the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu. The government should, at this time, I think, look at both sides of the coin. Look at what is happening in the Southeast. The insecurity in the Southeast before now wasn't as serious as
If they really have the interests of their people at heart, only what will bring peace and progress in that region is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Issue of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm sure some of you know where I stand on the matter. And I have personally been engaging. All I want is for him to come out. I don't believe in media show, because after media show, if he doesn't come out, it makes no sense. A lot of our people have been engaging with the presidency. I've gone to the president myself and pleaded for him to be released, and I have assurance that he will be released. That is where I will leave it. I don't want to put everything in the media space, because it's not going to help him come out.
So as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's representative at the Federal House, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from Umuahia North. I'm also from Umuahia North. We grew up together. We played soccer in Umuahia. So he's somebody well known. Both families are well known to each other. So it is my utmost responsibility as a Federal House member representing him to speak for him where no one else would speak for him. Not just for him, but for many others in that gap who may be facing one challenge or the other, especially in the administration of criminal justice as it pertains to Nigeria. So I've been speaking about him. We've started to make some headway. Previously, it was very combative between the government's approach and, of course, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team's approach. So they approached me to say, well, for over a period of time, they've not had access to him. So I wrote to the director of DSS. He responded. Rather than escalate it in the chamber of the House of Representatives, I chose to involve my speaker. And we had a tripartite meeting between myself, the speaker, and the DG SSS, and we resolved some of the issues pending when the lawyers will come together.
I think the Nigerian government are facing more heat now, because every governor, before was Governor Alex Oti, he came out to say that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Now Governor Soludo have said the same thing. Governor Peter Mbah have said it. I've also called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. But I think the only man I've not heard him speak is Hope Uzodinma. I don't know why he's here to speak, because he was supposed to be among those people that helped in the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu, because him, Dokuba Asare, Ike, and then also the late Stephen Yaba have been supposed to be among those that help the government in the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, and he's here to speak up. Does that mean he still doesn't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released? Because I still don't know why our governors have suddenly started speaking up, because those persons didn't speak up before. They were against, or let's say they were alleged to be against Nnamdi Kanu to be released, but now they are all speaking up for Nnamdi Kanu to be released, and I don't know why. I think it's a good thing, because more forces are now coming to the government that they should release Nnamdi Kanu. And then the rest of the culture, like I posted a video earlier, that they should release Nnamdi Kanu as a honor of late Stephen Yaba. At least let it be what the government did to honor late Stephen Yaba, since he's a senator and a politician in this country. That means that should be the least honor they can give you. Release Nnamdi Kanu, let the man be free, because Nnamdi Kanu have not committed any crime that is huge. Or let's say, in fact, he did not commit any crime. All he was asking for was referendum in a situation where people have the right to vote if they want Biafra or not. Then if they want Biafra, that means the government will give them. If they don't want, that means we will see half one Nigeria. That was all he was asking. And then he said that Nigeria has expired as of 2014, because that was when the government started looking for him. And then the same Yoruba nation have said the same thing, that Nigeria has expired, but the government have done nothing about it. So do you see that their cases are baseless? Because according to law, everybody has the right to protest, has the right to ask for a referendum, has the right to even want to leave Nigeria safe. It's a right. And I don't like the government trying to take it away from us. And that's the only thing that Nnamdi Kanu did, and the government are still keeping him in custody. So I like you guys to the video you've watched in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned, guys.